During Fall 22, I've organized my class Psychosocial Aspects of Disability with the focus of multimodal inquiry of the history of the campus, the Willowbrook State School. Willowbrook State School was a residential school built to care and children with a disability, intellectual and developmental disability, and yet notorious for its decades-long systematic mistreatment, neglect, and abuse. To this history, students often responded, ranging from disbelief, pity, empathy, and as a double side of self-assurance and self-aggrandizement, although no one was intentionally meant to it. I felt so frustrated. I wanted to seek a way to go away from the typical answers and the affects toward the Willowbrook history. Perhaps that's why I implemented more material, interactive, and imaginative exercises on and from the campus, its past and its present. So first, we decide to visit them along with the 12 memorial stations. Second activity is on students' letter writing to them. Each students are asked to write a letter to the Willowbrook class. They refer nameless residents by the first name of their creation, asking about their mundane days at the Willowbrook and their whereabouts after its closure. Some stand in apology and swear the atrocious past never repeats. Reading letters, I felt so touched by the deep engagements that students display and so hopeful about more innovative exercises for thoughts and actions on multimedia platforms. After we look back the past of the Willowbrook and nameless residents in it, we fast forward the time and the present of the campus together. It is not unheard of the infrastructural problem of CUNY and its overdue repair and unkempt environment for the budget constraint. I asked two students to look around the campus in light of accessibility. Many have found there was institutional layout or framework of accessibility. Yet, things were broken, not well maintained. Problem lies in a repair. We talked about the inclusion of the disabled, working class, first generation, immigrant students into colleges and university. Despite its inclusion, university structure has not really accommodated students' needs. Then discussed the dilemma. While I could assume, based on my years of teaching at the college, and somewhat familiar to the patterns of difficulties, I have thought long and longer not to hurt students or dissipate their motivation for college education. It has taken a well of mutual trust and care. Students took the instruction of assignment and were very upfront of the difficulties. Through their detailed narratives of dilemma, I felt a phrase such as, quote, financial difficulty, or public transportations were too limiting to feel the layered toils of students' daily experience. The final assignment of the Willowbrook is to make an observation for the campus other species, other lives. Inheriting the campus from the Willowbrook on the land, in which much of the buildings were demolished and human lives were deceased. I find the lives of the Willowbrook is a forensic record of destruction, but also a forensic record of resilience. We should all say, when we die, we come to be part of nature. While I didn't share all of these ideas underpinning for this exercise with my students, we have arrived on the land and lives together in connection to the past and the present. This is the first time that I incorporated digital media in a main platform in the curriculum. as a new technology of writing thoughts and expressing feelings. This approach has enabled effectively, in particular, to connect the college materials and discussions happen in a classroom and to students' lives. Yet, without my students' trust and cooperation and willingness to try a new practice of learning, this new class is not possible. Thank you for your compassion, critique, and curiosity. I've enjoyed a new arc of learning and teaching a great deal with you along the way.